Enter my world, watch your clothes. And when I'm through, why not have a go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can. Enter my world, watch your clothes. And when I'm through, why not have a go? We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. Turn on tuning, hear all I say, but watch it real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above, and if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can. Enter my world, watch your clothes. And when I'm through, why not have a go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can. Enter my world, watch your clothes. And when I'm through, why not have a go? We paint miniatures. 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 We paint miniatures.
And we are live. It's Shoshie from Shoshie's Minis. Hello, everybody. Thank you so
Hello,
much.
everybody.
And that's that. Here we got to do. Hold on.
No, we don't.
I'm gonna
No,
put
no.
yes.
Nope.
Ah, there he is. All right, small Mike is here. He's like right in the corner here. Wait, let me undo that.
Yes. Undo that.
I don't know how.
Just switch it to regular face cam.
There we go. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Today, today we're going to be working on the flower or funeral witch that I've started, gosh, last year sometime. I just want to acknowledge people who are in chat real quick. You will never know. Kazaya, they showed up really early, and Lamunas, Laminus, sorry. Arsenal 43, hello. Zab says, lurking and watching while we play real-life Tetris with old furniture for donation to Habitat for Humanity. Nice. The living room is tightly stacked now. Well, good. I'm glad I can be in the background to make that more enjoyable. Sassy Mike is here. Yes, exactly.
And fixing your white
silver
balance.
nails. What?
And fixing your white balance.
Oh, good. The Silver Nails here. Hello, how are you? Great Paladin art. Yes, Mr. Shoshie. Ah!
That's fine with me.
I like that, yeah. Mr. Bauer.
Only fair.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because, yeah. Anyway.
It's whatever.
I have my little project box here that I put all my funeral witch stuff in because I was worried that I might lose it. It was kind of in the middle of my studio for the longest time. And yeah, so I wanted to put it all together. Then I had my coaching today with Matt Sexwish about the basing. He's the one who's been giving me all the ideas for her. So he's really excited to see me finish her. Although we kind of talked about how maybe he gave me a few too many ideas, so now it doesn't really, I don't know. It feels like my project, but it has definitely got a lot of Matt's influence. Also, look what I found. I found both of the wings to the other Elzbieta bust. So I just need to attach those and we can potentially give her away at some point. I don't think we're gonna do it today, but that will be something we can do once I get it all put together. Yeah. So let's see what we got here. What do we, I'm gonna show you what we've got for this. This is the plinth that I have. This is a piece of Purple Heart. It's a beautiful wood. I got it spray varnished. It's a little bit shiny, which is nice. And it's ready to go. And then in my little tote here, I've got the moon that I'm gonna be attaching. I might need to do some more painting on that, but I can at least attach it and then paint on it, because if I make any kind of mistakes, I can fix it. Then I have these. This one obviously is broken, so I can't use that, but I have it just in case I need it. Maybe I could use it to reinforce, or I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do with that. But then, so this is gonna go on the back of this and the trees. So that way we don't just have boring moon in the back. Ah, thank you. Mike brought me some water. Awesome. Okay. So, and I'm not sure if this whole part will be black, kind of like how on a stage you black off the parts that you don't want the audience to see, and I think that may be what I'll do for that. I'm not sure, or I'll just, what happens if I do this? No. Well, what are you doing? Everyone can hear that. Then,
Nuts.
yeah, he's got pistachios. So yeah, so I'm gonna hopefully, maybe you guys can help me with this. Then I also have our lovely witch model that is all painted up and gorgeous. And we do need to fix the color on her just a smidge, because it is a little bit brighter than that. Can we work on that a little bit? Color, it just needs to be a little bit more saturated. You want one? Yeah, she's really, I mean, she was really fun to paint. This swinging incense thing did break off once or twice, which was irritating, but other than that, so my idea is to have her here, like I've got some stick tack on here already, so to have her here and then have some kind of rocks or something built up here so we have something to go with the base and tell a story, and then we'll have this awesome moon in the background, and that will kind of complete our circle. You can already get a sense of the composition just with that. Amberton says the disc is supposed to be the moon backing feature. Yeah, exactly. A moon backing feature. That's a perfect way to describe it, Amberton.
Nice.
Yes. I'm trying to think which way the moon, I think it was like this, because this blank spot would be a good place to put her. Yeah, that would fit pretty well.
The actual moon?
It is. I had
need to see what the orientation of the actual moon
Yeah, I
is.
should probably look at it. And I painted it to match the moon, roughly, closely anyway. The guy who made both of these for me, actually in the plinth, is a woodworker here in town, and he does laser cutting, and I was pretty happy with how both of these turned out. The little trees is really fragile, so I'm a little hesitant about that. And then I talked I talked to you guys about this, and maybe, so here's Moon. Let's see how this is gonna work. And maybe, I'm still debating on it. I might do this on the back and not on the front. So let's say Moon is here, and then we can have these pieces of jewelry. This is all stuff I'm gonna get ideas from you guys and see. You're gonna help me. Crowdsourced basing. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, because I think that this looks it's too straight. So just hide it, right? A little bit. Yeah, we'll figure this out. So, and then what did I have? Oh, I guess I've got these are the leaves that fell off of the other piece. So I guess if I need that other piece, I can still use it, I think. Yeah, it had quite a few pieces. There we go. Yeah, that goes in there. Ooh, wiggly. And then one of the leaves turned here, and then one of them went there. All right, well, let's set that aside for now, so I don't need that just yet. Hopefully I won't need it at all. And we're gonna talk about composing a base, and this is something that I do in my basing class that I teach. I'm going to be teaching it, and I'm not teaching it at Adepticon this year. They decided that they wanted me to teach my basics class and my skin tones class, so I won't be teaching it at Adepticon. So, that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to go get some of my materials that I'm going to show you what I'm going to do.
See what Luminous and Amberdawn said?
Luminous says, I think you should use the pieces of the broken one to cover up the straight stick parts of the good one. That's not a bad idea either. Okay, well, let me get that out anyway then, because that's a good idea. You guys, that's why you're here to help me, because I don't think like somebody who does conversions. You know, that's not something I am strong with or brave with. And so having you guys like give me ideas just like you did, that's perfect. And then it's like, you guys all help me. Amerden says, those extra brass bits strike me as overkill. I think you'd do better to keep it simple. The moon plus tree have a kind of Japanese, yeah, that's true as well. It's supposed to be kind of Celtic. Can you see the knotwork? So that's yeah, this is deco, isn't it? Teco. Well, this is sort of nouveau. That's why I guess it appealed to me. They're both a little bit nouveau. Let me go get the bark and the different rocks and things I'm going to use, and I'll show you how I'm going to put all that on here. You can see this giant tub of bark. I have a friend in Seattle. You do not get bark like this in Illinois. There's just not the kind of right trees for it. So I have a friend in Seattle. He just goes on a walk. What?
You opened the lid on the bark.
Oh, that was annoying. He's trolling me already.
Already? It's 10 minutes in.
Yes.
I waited.
Stop. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like cheese. So I got bark, and what's great about chunks of bark and things like that is that it looks like rock when you prime it. So we can kind of build a little, rock background to go with this. I don't know, there's like a spiky rock thing going on here. So what else have I got in here? Another piece that might, so when we can trim these to whatever. That one would look good up in front, maybe. I like to just kind of pile and style. That's my. Oh, I like this. See this?
You need to clip your microphone on, Shosh.
I do. So I just said pile and style. That's what I like to do at the bark here. This one. You see that? There's like little pieces of lichen and stuff on here. There's another little piece we can use possibly. I'm just getting out all kinds of stuff that might work. All right, that's good enough. Ooh. So I bring this with me to my classes and let people I bring like a little saw and they can chop through it, and you'd be amazed at the stuff that people make. Okay. Mic. Yes, I need to check my mic. Protomaker is suffering from full moon lupus syndrome. Probably. That was interesting. Ooh, you guys see that? How that looks good right away when I put that up. I can stack that next to her. Let's see how that looks. Then first thing I need to do is I've got some blue painter's tape. So the first thing I need to do is protect my plinth because I don't want any kind of glue or paint or mess or anything messing up my beautiful plinth. And so that's the first thing I'm going to do. So just going to wrap it all the way around. Make sure that the tape is flush. Hi, Rogues Ninja. Wait, Rogues Ninja. Oh my gosh.
Rogues Ninja.
Yeah, but do you know? I think he's trying to get me to say a certain word in the British language that is not a too nice word. Shout out to Maroon, yeah.
Raid.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys. Mad love to Maroon. And also give some shout. We got aw. Am I prepared for the fluffy kitty addicts? Aw. There we go. Hype for you. Thank you so much, Maroon and Maroon's people. Welcome. I did catch a tiny glimpse of what you were painting before I hopped before I started. I got it. So it's Rogues Ninja Mike.
I don't know.
He's trying to get me to say M-I-N-G-E, which is naughty monkey. All right.
Fanny.
This looks super interesting. Okay, so here's what we're doing. This is what we're doing. I'll show you overhead. We've got a plinth we're starting to cover. We've got a painted model, the Flower Witch. She's got kind of an awkward base, so we need to make a base for her. So, and we've got this kind of composition thought out with this piece of like laser cut wood and a laser cut moon to hold it up. I think it's gonna go like this. That'll go like that, and then have that hold to the base, and then her up here, and then have some different pieces of rocks and things like that. Autocorrect, funeral witch. Ah, okay. It's been ages since you were home to watch, and it's basing day. Yeah, is that what you like? I like basing too. So that's what we're going for, and I'm gonna set her right here so I don't break her or anything. So now we're just putting painter's tape on the plinth to protect it. And I've got it all over there, but I need to put it all over the whole thing, so. Yeah, how are you, Maroon? Did you have a good stream? Feel free to post a link if you've already got it up on Instagram or what have you. So this is also good if you plan to airbrush the base after, and I do plan on airbrush priming this base, so having the paper painter's tape is going to protect it from priming as well. You actually have no idea what I'm talking about. You're not British. Is there a derogatory word? Only if you say, if you don't say it right, Rose Minja. I can't help but giggle when I say your name though. Yeah, there's a naughty word in your name. And I think all my British friends are giggling right now, or either they're horrified. Yeah, Lady Bits. All right. All right, there we go. Put some more tape on there. Sometimes you have to cut the tape so that it will lay flat. There we go. Pics incoming. Awesome. Stream was really good. Got to spend some time blinding yourself staring at the wings. Yeah, you know what? It's interesting. So Maharoon's painting this cool demon winged figure, and the colors that she chose are very vivid, and she's going to show some. She's going to put some pictures up. But she was talking about how they they're so bright together, and there's actually some color theory behind that. I don't know if you know about Maharoon, but certain colors will vibrate next to each other.
Sminja says that the word was something they came up with to name their cat, like Small Ninja.
Oh, okay. Don't worry, I'm not. You're fine, Small Ninja. It's awesome. I'm American, so I'm not offended. I'm amused. There we go. Alrighty, and so anyway, so yeah, certain colors will vibrate next to each other, and you can actually use that. And I think that's what Maharoon's been doing to her advantage in a way, so that, you know, it creates more contrast and, you know, what do you call it? Presence in her miniature. Yep, you did know the color theory. Yay. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to cover the bottom as well, just in case, because I have a feeling there was some like bits of paper towel stuck to it that I got off. Hello, and hello, new guy. Alcides. How do I say your name? Help me pronounce it. I like to make sure I pronounce people's names right. Ashcad Lane is giggling even more. Oh, Kitty. Yeah, no. That's cute. Alcides 1617. Thank you for the follow. Let's give some hype for the new guy. Awesome. I'm so glad that you're here. We have this is our class. Basically, we treat this stream like a classroom, so you are one of our new students now. Yay. And one of the things I teach here is miniature painting, but today we're doing some composition and basing of the, you know, already painted mini, which is often just as fun, if not a little more relaxing sometimes, because it's way more creative. There's times when you need a break. You need a break from painting, and basing is a great thing to do because it's still creative. It's actually sometimes can be more creative. All right, let's take a look. So again, we've got these jagged rocks here. I definitely want to use one of these, this piece. It was this piece. See, I've cut the bottom of it, and I think I'll try clipping this so it's more flat. I'm going to end up with a pile of mess here, probably. There we go. That's better. Also, Ninja, we have a funny sense of humor here in this chat. We're a good group.
Oh, a bunch of wanks and tosses.
Mike, don't say that. Oh my gosh.
It's after midnight in the UK.
It's true, I guess.
All the kids are asleep.
And I don't. Okay, so
She's trying to change subjects.
I'm
Watch her
just
try.
trying to change the subject. Let's see if we can get. See, this is. I don't know if you guys can see this. This piece would be perfect, but it's going the opposite direction as those. Those are going this way, and this one is going that way. So unless I cut it again, which I don't really want to do, I can't put it in front. If I flip it around, then it's leaning. Well, it actually kind of works that way. Just trying to decide what I want to do. I'm trying to camouflage this right here a little bit more. As Kathleen says, you speak the truth. Messes make it. Zazbar, how are you? You don't have to make if you don't have a mess while you're basing wrong. So, Rogue Ninja, we usually play, I usually have so many different kinds. This is a display mini, but we also painted some old school Eldar. Now my white balance is still off. It's too white.
Too white?
Yeah. It's too bright. Let's make it just a little darker. Darkness.
That's not.
Darkness.
That's
Shoot magic missile into the darkness.
Don't mess with me, Bauer.
Ah!
Stop it! I hate this
Sorry.
adjustment thing.
This is where my husband and we also troll each other a little bit. I want to give my special troll face emote.
You should gift me a level 3 sub account so I can make the troll face.
You should buy your own.
Wrong.
Zazbar says pretty good. This thing should auto-subscribe for me so I don't have to manually click it. I understand. I agree. Yep, good. So we do that. Did we get it? I'm sorry.
What, you just troll me again?
No, but I dropped my mini and did you still need it up here?
No, you're
Okay,
fine.
good. Looks good. And so, we paint all kinds of minis. We paint big minis, small. The point is I want to teach people to paint and to spread themselves out so they can, try new things, get in the groove. All right. So this, I think I will put this piece in front. I'm just trying to figure out. Actually, you know what I should do? Before I start, oh my goodness, look at how wiggly this is. We need to glue this onto the moon right now. Let's see, let me go see what the moon looks like. I gotta look up the moon, make sure I got it on the right orientation. Okay, yeah, it is kind of like that. There we go. Okay. So now we will probably super glue this on. Let me check chat real quick. It looks like you guys are being awesome and chatty. I love it. Okay, so. Hey Gamer Dad. I'm doing good. Yeah, Bondic, I don't know. So Bondic is awesome. Bondic is this liquid plastic that cures with UV light. We will probably use that on this, but I don't know yet when. Oh, you got your Instagram picture up, Maureen. Let me check. Okay. Ooh, and a bouquet. You need to put hashtag bouquet in that so that some people come look at your work. People will follow you. Swiggity swooty. I'm looking at Mike, he's like, yeah, I put hashtag swiggity swooty in a bunch of my Kingdom Death. The wrong people, you never know. You want an itty bitty heart on them? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you should. You need to put your maroon stamp on it. Ah, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, let's see. Oh, and the tortoise. Oh, that must be maroon. Okay, let's flip. hold on one second. Oh, this tortoise, yes. Yeah, he's supposed to be a giveaway. We tried to give him away once, but the person who won him didn't contact me back, so we had to figure something out. Loctite Pro, super glue, and I think you can get this in Canada as well. I think it might have a different name. Anyway, so I want to, so here's what I'm gonna do. I will put this down, just like that. I'm going to use some sticky tack to just hold it in place so I can make sure this is in the right place. And then flip it and see. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now I can take this back off and sort of center this so that it's not too high or too low. And what I'll do, you can see me figure things out as I go. That's the other scary thing about basing, is I could totally end up messing this completely up and have to start it all over again, but that's okay, because I would learn something and so would you guys. Are you okay? He's choking on pistachios.
No.
No? Oh no. All right, I'm doing every leaf because this thing is so fragile. I just want to make sure they all stay on. So that's probably riveting television for you. There we go. Dot, 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 dot. Okay. A little bit on the edges there. Right. Perfect. Press. Oh yeah, her astrological sign on her booty. That would be kind of cool. To be honest, you had no idea you were following me, but you're glad I am. Oh good, I'm so glad too. That's awesome. Yeah. Sometimes people come in with other streamers and they follow me, but then they maybe forget, you know, because they originally watched another streamer, which is totally fine with me. Okay, that's not what I want to use. I'm going to leave this completely right now, and let's put this behind. We're not going to actually mount it just yet, but I need to position it to figure out how high or low based on where the witch is, because I want her, do you guys see how there's a circle composition? I want the moon to be directly behind that, see, in that circle, like that. See where the, and so she needs to be just far enough away. Good night, Amberden. I'm glad that you stopped by. All right. Oh, look at that, Rogues Ninja. You're a slacker already in our class. You're 1 hour away from class clown. Although some of the people in my chat wish they could keep slacker. Okay, I think if I'm eyeballing it right, I'm gonna make a little, since I'm covering all of this, it doesn't matter what I do to this, so I can actually draw on it or do whatever. I need to find something to draw on it with. Let's just do a Sharpie for now. All right, so I'm just gonna trace around so I don't forget where she goes. And of course I can always change it if I feel like it. Ba-ba. Okay, I can see that relatively well. And then the same thing will go for, we want to mark. How do you go from valedictorian to apprentice? So basically just sit and chat. You get ranks based on time that you are watching the show. So the more hours that you have accumulated, the higher your rank is. And you can do exclamation point rank and it'll tell you how many hours you have to watch to get to the next rank. Okay, so that goes right there. Can you guys see how that's, it's hard to see. There we go, right there. So I just wanna, I'm gonna mark it with this. That's good enough. Fix that. So that is marked. So now I know the top of my base is going to align right there. So, Shoshie. Now, who was it that had the idea that I should put these? I really like that idea. We should put these on. Who was it who had that idea? I'm going to give you some points. Thank you, Zab. I don't know why you're not going to say it was me, but it was me. Okay, Lamunas, I'm going to give you some points. One of the things we do in this class is, here, let me do a face for this. So I took a class from a math teacher who would always give extra credit when people called out her mistakes or anything. And like, I wouldn't have passed math if it hadn't been for her. But so, one of the things I do is to help you guys feel like a part of the channel and everything, and really, like, whenever you give, Ventu97, thank you for the sub. Really appreciate that. Mad love. Hype. Let's do some hype. But anyway, I interrupted myself. So, so when somebody has a good idea, and if it doesn't matter if I use it or not, but if it's a good idea and somebody can learn something from it, we give some points out. And later on, those points get used for giveaways and for cool stuff, you know? So gift. You want to do that, Mike, while I gift in Laminus that gives me, seems like I yacked a monster. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for that. Supposed to be silly for sure. These little dudes are so, hold on, I'm going to show you guys. Look at that, it already broke off. I looked at it and it broke off. So this is where I get to show you my awesome Bondic. Bondic is life. Oh yeah, Maroon, I forgot to tell you, that's one of our commands, Bondic. Exclamation point, Bondic. So I'm just gonna put some right down here. This is, like I said, it's a welding plastic. I can put it hopefully right there. And the plastic is, or the material is gonna be in between those two. And then I can turn this light on that is not working. Are you kidding me? This is my last, wait, it just came on for a second. Hold on. No. Do we have another battery, Mike? Oh no.
Here, give it to me.
It's like these kinds of batteries.
Here.
Ah, haha. Bondic, fixed in seconds. Literally. Oh, Mike, you're awesome. Thank you so much. This is the, I bought this for Mike. He had his own kit and I had one too. I got this from the Kickstarter, so that you can't get these little Bondic guns just anywhere. So this comes off like this. Put the material on. Hopefully the batteries, I don't know if they're just Canadian batteries or what, but they don't last long. No offense, Canadians. All right. Shine that on there. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000. Fixed in seconds. And then I'm just going to reinforce the other side real quick with a little bit more. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000. There, that's awesome. You love Your love for Bondic did come from me. That's awesome. Yeah, it was a game changer for me. All right, so I like the idea of putting those on that. It does make them more interesting from the front. I don't think the back needs them as much. Well, no, I'm not sure. I'll just put them on the front for now. And like, we only need to cover this part because this part's going to be behind the base. So that seems good. We also need this piece. So grab this. It just comes right off because it's so fragile. Okay, and then needs a few more pieces. I know what we'll do. Let's super glue first. Okay, and we'll do this piece right over here. No offense to Canadians, but your batteries suck. Shoshie 2019. Well, maybe just this company's. Maybe it's not all Canadian batteries. We need a quote command. That'd be cute. Feel free to make a quote command, Mike. I'm not sure what that would entail. Uh-oh, that needs to go backward. There we go. See, it's falling apart on me, and I'm getting glued to it. This is the hazards of basing with Shoshie. Is she will probably cut herself and glue herself to whatever it is she's trying to do. Things. All right, there we go. Man. Ah. Okay, that's good. Check this one. Perfect, almost perfect. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and secure it with the Bondic because I know it'll fall off one day when I don't want it to. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. I didn't kill it. They killed all the lights died. What bot am I on? We're on Phantom Bot.
Yep.
So hopefully that will help you. All right. Ooh, I just realized I could have done this whole piece in the front. That would have been kind of cool too. I like that as well. All right, well, it's too late. And this like frames things a little better, actually. I think it'll be okay. So let's look at this. I need to cut just a smidge. Not with that knife. I need a knife.
That's not a knife.
This is a knife. That's Sophia's line. She does that line better than me.
Except she does it.
She sounds
Jimmy
like
Stewart. She sounds like Jimmy
sounds like-
Stewart. Not Crocodile
or
Dundee.
Bane.
Bane.
Oh no. All right, so we might have to cut those off completely. Let's see what this looks like now. You clearly heard all Canadian batteries. Okay. Okay, that looks good enough. I might want to add a few more leaves to the top. Will I be painting that background? Yeah, we'll be painting the back. I'm still not sure what I'm doing here in the back, but this tree will be a silhouette, kind of like, yeah, like a silhouette. And then this will all get painted here, for sure. All right, one more. Where's my super glue? Okay. I feel like I need my tweezers. Where are those? That would help keep me from gluing myself to things, probably. Ah, and dropping things. There we go. All right. I'm gonna put some Bondic in there too. I feel like that won't stay by itself. See how the Bondic, I don't know if you can see that, it's crossing to touch the other leaf, and my goal is to like weld it to that leaf. Bondic is not a glue because it won't, you can't put it under anything because if the light can't hit it, then it won't cure. Careful table glue. Yes, okay. Let's put, can I put something on the table glue is already soaked into the table paper. There we go. The only thing about these Bondic, this one, is that these material holders, they tend to kind of keep producing material even when you don't want it to, so you have to put the cap on pretty quick. All right. All right, this is my Mike's Bondic kit. It came with like a couple extra holders. You can get Bondic in my profile below. There is a link to. It's a sort of more like a pen light, and it's got 2 tubes of material for like 20 bucks. Anyway, you can buy that for yourself. All right, and clean off the Bondic. Bondic is life, but Bondic is a mess. Okay, oh no, check this out. You're right, table glue. There's also glue on this that was getting on the table. All right, so that's, I feel like I need one more little bitty leaf over here. Let me put that on there. Perfect. Oh yeah. Great. It's interesting, isn't it? It's and it's going to hold the moon up. And now I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to figure out the rocks and everything on this base, on this front of this base there. So we've got her here, so that means, where's this piece? This is the piece that, yeah, that could go just behind it. Yep. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build up behind her rather than in front, and that still keeps her front and center. And then I can just make like flowers and different kinds of mosses or something. You've noticed that the refills are a lot cheaper than buying the kit. Then you can just buy, yeah, exactly. That is a great idea. A UV light flashlight, and it'll probably be better. It'll probably be better batteries. Oh my gosh, now I'll never get my sponsorship from Bondic. So what do I have? I have a couple clippers here. Maybe I can trim this down a little bit, make this flat. Yeah, that was working good. I also have a little saw that I could use, but that's working fine. And I do have a file. Where's the good file? Here it is. Notice that I do not have the best studio habits. I'm like filing right on top of my own plinth. Sandpaper, yes. I have some sandpaper? I have this. It's really, let me get some actual sandpaper. Hold on, I'll be right back. That's a good idea. We will gift you some points in just a minute, Rogues Ninja. All right, I found some Tamaya finishing abrasives. I'm gonna gift Rogue's Ninja up some points. Yeah, I love that fist in the air. Let's see. There you go, your first points. Oh wait, it doesn't say, oh, must have. It's not registered with the chat. Wait, I must have spelled it wrong. I did. I spelled it Rouge's. That's bad. Rogue. There we go. I do that a lot. I spell things wrong. My chat helps me. Okay, so this is Tamiya finishing abrasives. It looks like it will be fine. These are actually pretty abrasive. I've got 180, 240, and 320. I've got 2 of each. Okay, so yeah, these feel really nice and rough. Okay. Ooh. I got these in Vermont at a game store when I was there for my birthday. We went to Burlington, Vermont, and we don't have good access to hobby equipment in my town. Oh, that one's nice and flat already. All right, this one, here we go. Oh, thank you so much, Rogues Ninja. Mad love. Give some hype. Aw, thank you so much with your Twitch Prime sub. That means a lot, especially since you just got here. So I'm trying, here, let me try not to wiggle the camera all over the place. Here, that's slightly better. That doesn't help any. Okay. The point, I'm going to get another product out that's going to help me here. This is going to be a very messy product. You guys have seen me use this before, this Oxid Paste by Vallejo. It is a dream. It, like I said, I got it for about 12 something. I think I got this at Games Plus in Schaumburg. Or no, it's not in Schaumburg. It's near Schaumburg. So this stuff is like an acrylic with a kind of a, well, let me explain what it is. It says, a rust-colored, slightly gritty base, much more fluid and less dense than the other stone mediums and easily textured. So they have like earth paste and stuff. This is a little bit more tough. It can be used as a rough ground for acrylics, oils, pastels. It could be, but I use it almost like a glue, because when it dries, it is like a cement. And now I need something to take it out with. Be right back again. Get a little stick. So these are just little bamboo skewers that I got at like Mitsuya, and they're great because you can use them for your basing. You can make like little, bridges or whatever, but you could also use them to fish out your paste with. This needs stirring really bad. It's kind of solid on one side and really not on the other side. Okay, so there we go. And I'm just going to put down a layer of it for now. Ooh, here we go. I'm going to move my sandpaper out of the way. I should just be able to stick this in and it will dry a little. Harden around it. Ooh, there's a good clump. We can put all kinds of bark and goodies in there. Try not to put it too much on my spot where the flower witch is going to be. That's the thing I don't want to. There we go. It's almost like cake decorating. You have to kind of put it on and smooth it out. Or not. All right. Boop. So, looking where things go. You know what? I will put, here. Yeah, finger paint it. These are just pieces of bark, Maharoon. This is bark that we got from Seattle. I was telling everybody how we don't really have access to trees with like tons of bark and stuff in Illinois, and so I have a friend in Seattle send me stuff. All right, let me see here. I'm just gonna stick some more upright like this so that it looks like a lot like the stones. These stones, gonna mimic that. Is it making you queasy? I'm so sorry. Oh, is this making you queasy or is it the camera angle? I can turn this so it looks better for you. I don't want to make you queasy. Tell me what's bothering you. Oh, probably this. The slathering. Yeah, I know. This is not a, what do you call it? There we go. I need to clip this. Ooh, no, actually I don't. I need to sand it. What is it called? Those channels where they're whispering and they're like clicking things and yeah, this is not that kind of channel. Wait. Can't remember what it's called. ASMR. There you go. Thank you, Rose Ninja. Okay, that one's I need more stuff. Okay, so far so good. It's looking rocky. That's what I want. I'm gonna take out the paste. All right, hopefully it won't make you too queasy. I'm sorry. Get some on there, that's okay. It'll all paint up. As long as it looks like rock, I'm okay. And maybe a little bit of there we go. That's looking cool to me. Reminds you of accidents at work that you need to clean up. So I'm sorry. That's not what I'm here for. All right, that's good. And then once it's dry and everything, we can put in different sorts of, what do you want? Different sorts of like little train moss, that kind of stuff. Let me see if I can break this without. This is just a, I'm gonna put that right there. Nope. This one. Better. Yeah, much better. Loop. And I will finger paint foam. There we go. What we'll have to do is wait for that to dry some. Now, let's take a peek at how this is going to look with our moon back here. Yeah, I'm digging it. Sometimes you have to kind of see it in your mind's eye. before. All right, I need my little stick. Paint this up into the, so it doesn't look like a separate thing. It's already starting to solidify a little bit, which is good. Perfect. What do you guys think? The bark won't come loose. Not once it's, not once it's on there with this paste. And what I will end up doing is once it's dry, we'll paint it and seal it. And it will not. Look, even now, it's stuck. That's what I love about this stuff. It's awesome. It's like a paste. Put one more back here, like that. A little bit more. Don't want to waste. And it was James Wapple that I learned this from. So you can Google, he's really good about teaching as well. You can Google James Wapple and Oxide paste and you can see what he's done. I highly recommend. He's an amazing artist and I'm like a big fan of him. There we go. He was also a watercolorist originally, just like me. All right. Could you use that to fill deep well bases? Yeah, you definitely could. And it will dry like a rock. Let me show you, hold on, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna show you a base that I did with something similar. It wasn't this oxide paste, it was the lava paste. And you'll remember what it looked like. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, do you guys remember my Aries night from Kingdom Death? Do you remember all this? This is bark covered with that paste. And I'll show you which paste it is. Give me 1 second. That's the other thing I like about these little skewers is you can just throw them away. You can get a whole pack for hardly anything. And here's one other tip. Tighten this thing because this will dry once it gets opened quickly if you don't tighten it. So where's the lava paste? Oh my gosh. Here it is. Well, no, that's not it. Found it. Here it is. This is the Vallejo earth texture, and this is the lava asphalt. And I painted it after I put it on. Hold on. Look at that. So that's what it looks like to start. They come in all different colors, this Vallejo earth texture. The other earth textures are not, they don't harden as solid as this lava. Here's like the dark earth. I've got dark earth and I've got the light earth. What's also nice is it's paint mixed with some kind of grit. It says here a colored slightly gritty paste of acrylic resin, pigment, and microparticles. Applied with a brush or spatula, the product is easily shaped to render churned up mud, texture of terrain of all kinds. So you don't even really need to paint. If you want to put these on those little bases, this will work fine because that's, it's totally fine. Yeah, this was what I used for this base. I'll get you guys a closer look. I did paint, I dry brushed it with a little metallic and a little green. can't quite tell, but it's got a little green in there to kind of contrast. The same green that's in his cape. And I'm working on fixing the back. This piece is actually not done. Well, the front is done. The back, I need to redo some of the freehand and then paint this part, because I just recently, I need to put some more texture paint on there, because right now it's just the wood. Yeah, this was bark, texture paint, and then I did some glue and stuff. There's a whole step-by-step on my Facebook page if you ever want to see it. Kind of had to go into the photo albums. There's an album there for it. You need to figure out how to cut a stencil that goes around curved bits. Oh my, yeah, I don't know. So see, this is already starting to really take hold. That's good. Mush that around a little bit. So take a little piece of this so it doesn't look like there's like blobs of material down in there. I want it to look kind of like the stone everywhere. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So when I put her on, let's just take a sneak peek here. Put this on here. So that's already got that built on, and then I put this on the back. Ta-da, it's gonna look good, I think. Ooh, definitely is gonna need something else. But James Wapple, yeah, W-A-P-P, yeah, Silvernail got it, exactly.
Stargazer.
Aw, thank you so much, mad love, Stargazer. Let's give a shout out. I got it. Wait, Gazer. Wait, I spell it right. E-R-R. Did I do it right? Yay! Hi guys, the stars are flying in. Yes, we have a Shoshie star here as well. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. We're building, we're doing some basing tonight for this piece here. This is the Funeral Witch from Ethereal Fields. And this is the kind of crazy base that we've come up with. We've got this moon, and in order to hold up the moon, we've got this tree, and then we got this again, gonna sit on the base just like this. And I think it looks really good so far. Let's turn this around and work on this part now. I think we need to paint it. What can we do? Well, first I need to paint the moon probably so that it looks like the moon on the other side. Yeah, the mini is, she is fab. Whoever sculpted her, I think she was 3D sculpted, and then they ended up printing, because you can kind of tell there's like little fine marks where she was sculpted, you know. Right. Wood varnish, ooh, no, because then I'd have to match it with the purple heart. Hi, Miss Trillian, how you doing? And Grace Phoenix, thank you for the follow. Mad love. We need to give Grace Phoenix some hype. That's awesome. So, I think the best bet would be try to recreate this on this back. You're tired and happy? Oh, good. We are working on the base finally. I talked to Matt Sexwish today, and he wants me to finally get it done. You got to do some painting? Awesome. So let's see, I'm gonna get some paint out. Let me look and see what I did. I originally did grays. There's actually no, let's do that. If you were me, guys, would you paint the edge of this black? I'm serious, like asking, what do you think? Asking for a friend. Would you paint the edge black? Maybe with primer? I think we should do that, maybe. Let me get some black primer. I can always take off. What is this? Ooh, I found some blue primer. Let me try this. This is a dark navy blue primer. Deep blue gray. Oh, that's a good, yeah, this, maybe like this and a little bit of white in it and a little bit of black in it. All right, where's something I can put it in? Okay, bear with me. I'm going to be right back again. Okay, here we go. Got our little dish. Ooh, that's bright. Okay, I'll put it off cam so that it's not so bright. Or gray, yeah. Yeah, it does, it would look unfinished, I agree. Deep gray. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh, that's pretty. It's like a deep navy. It's almost a gray. I'm gonna add a little bit of black to it. Just to make it a little darker. There we go. And a smidge of, let's do this Eclipse gray right here. That will hopefully tone it down and make it more desaturated. Okay. Maybe. Oh yeah, that made it a dark gray. That's pretty. Ooh, I like that. That's a primer now. And we need a paintbrush. I am going to grab one of these. This is just a Craft Smart from Michaels. Since this is a primer, I can go ahead and paint the whole thing here. And then I can change it after the fact. I like how fast that paints. I'm gonna see, you know, maybe I just need to airbrush a little, you know, lighter color over it. Who knows? Get into all the crevices here. Where do I, so this one I had made, Ace. I have a local guy who is a woodworker. There's actually a whole shop in my town. And if you can find a woodworker, they'll do these things dirt cheap because it really is like nothing for them to make a plinth. And you just give them the sizes and everything and they're pretty happy to do it. But yeah, I also find plinths at shows. I go to these conventions for miniatures and sometimes there's somebody there who is selling them. How long am I working tonight? I usually always worked about 2 hours. It's 8:10 and we're gonna go until 9 o'clock. On Wednesdays it's 9 o'clock and on Mondays and Fridays we go from 2:30 to 4:30. Sometimes I go a little bit over, but it's not usual. Usually if I'm really digging a project. You're asking because this is now determining when you're going home. Oh, that's awesome. What part of the country are you in, Rogues? Are you in the West Coast? There we go. This is looking good so far. I like how it looks even just with the grayish primer on the back. Paint some more of this. And I've been enjoying getting ideas from you guys. It really, I don't know, it takes out some of the the anxiety of trying something new, where I've got somebody else saying, well, try this. And then I can blame you. No, I just did. No, it helps because I want to show you, I want to help. And so I want to learn myself, and having other people to show it to makes me brave. All right, there we go. I might have to airbrush into these cracks. We'll have to see. So far, the brush is working really well. Yeah, about 50 minutes. We need to take a stretch break. That's something else we do here, is we take a little stretch break. So everybody get out of your seats if you're sitting at work or at home, and go ahead and stretch your back. Oh, your shoulders. That's good. Dark Side of the Moon. Oh yeah. I like that. Might be the title of my piece. I like that. Thank you, Maroon. I mean, can you gift Maroon 5 points?
Yep.
That was a good idea. Dark Side of the Moon. That's the new title of this piece. The corners. Oh yeah, that looks already tons better with, oh no, just hold on, overhead. Just had a piece fall off, so we'll have to Bondic that on in a minute. But I did the edge already, and look at that, already looks more finished and professional. You love when I do this. When I do what, Stargazer? When I do basing on my stream, you just, oh, when I do the stretch, you love when I stretch. Yeah, it's really good for you. And if you already stretched, then good for you, Ghosted Wolf. Can you gift Ghosted Wolf 5 points for already taking care of their back? Good job. All right, I need more paint. Stretching, but the basing is awesome too. Nice. Does anybody else on Twitch ever stretch? I'm guessing no. I don't know. I'm old. I'm not, I'm not in my 30s anymore, so. A little bit of clips. That's not clips. There we go. Clips gray. Very few. Okay. Well, maybe it'll catch on. You try to. That's good, Maroon. There we go. Some black. You try, but you fail. How did I manage to mix the almost exact right color of gray? That never happens with acrylics. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, it's almost exactly the same. So, let's paint the edge of this as well. Probably need to paint all the edges on this thing. That already just improved it massively just by doing that. Flip this. Ghost Wolf says, so what is this base for, if you don't mind me asking? Yes. No, I don't mind you asking at all. This base is going to go with this gal right here, and I'm going to show you here. Put this down. So we've got this moon that's going to be like the backdrop for this character right here. She's got very circular composition, and this is almost like a matte painting, you know, behind her. And then we've got this base right here to put it on. So see, she'll be on that. And we've got the spiky kind of rocky bits. We might need to work with that once we get, you know, once that all solidifies. Oh, thank you. So some of this was, I've been backing the Patreon of Matt Sexwish for over a year now, and he's doing, it's called The Joy of Basing. And like, I haven't backed anybody's Patreon for any that length of time, except that I'm learning so much from him. And a lot of this was his idea, you know? So I'm implementing it, but he's a lot of the brainchild. Like, we kind of co-created this together. And so, you know, he found this stencil artwork of this tree for me, and I found a woodworker who would be able to cut it for me. And then I did the painted the moon, and I told him I wanted the moon in the background, because if you go back and watch my old the other Flower Witch VODs on YouTube, I think they're still there. You can see the kind of different processes that this piece has gone through. First we painted it, and then we brainstormed what to do with the base. And there's been a lot of thought into this. And yeah, so I'm just trying to execute it now to the best ability, which, you know, Matt Sexwish is like he's a master at basing, so I hope I can only come close. He's also the same guy. He's the same guy that helped me with this one. Like, I really did all of this on my own, but he helped me with okay, let me show you something funny. So in the beginning, there was just one river of lava, and so it kind of looked like he was peeing lava. And so somebody told me I needed to do extra branches of lava so that it wouldn't make you think of that. Like, that's not something I thought of when I, when I built that. He's a master baser. Yes, don't say that too fast. Krant, thank you so much for the follow. Mad love. Let's give some hype, Mike, to Krant. I really appreciate the follow. Welcome. Some of the wood is repelling my primer, which is interesting. I'm not sure why, so I might have to put some paint on it or something else, or maybe an extra coat. I'm not sure. Stynol Res is the kind of primer that, I mean, it's really the only primer that I use. It's one of the highest quality primers. So I'm kind of surprised that the wood is repelling it at all. It's probably because I got some Bondic or some glue on it or something. Super glue Bondic, yeah, exactly. The sides. Thank you for the cheer, Trillian. Guys, get some hyped. Trillian is such a good supporter of the stream. Such a generous and sweet soul. And I am not even exaggerating either. We met at Gen Con, and technically we met through Facebook, but we met physically at Gen Con. She took some of my classes and just clicked. I make friends with people pretty easily, but we were like, boom, friends. You've learned so much from me. Oh, good. And everyone, exactly. That's what I love about this channel, is that everybody in here is part teacher as well, not just student. You can learn from anyone, and everyone is an expert on something. Everyone. Like, there was a bunch of you guys who were helping me. Ooh, did I get some? Luckily, I got it on a shadowed spot. Didn't matter. There was some people in here helping me the other day with planes. I know nothing about World War II planes, and people were just gifting me information. It was so amazing. Did you see all the issues people have been having with it? You went on it and slightly twitchy about it. What I miss? Yeah, we don't know. I don't know what you mean. Oh, Nemesis from AR. I don't know. I guess I still don't know what that is. Is that a game? 99 problems, but paint ain't one. Yeah, exactly. This is drying super fast. It's awesome. And I'm just, for the heck of it, I'm going to paint this as well. Dark. There we go. I don't know yet if it's just going to be like a silhouetted leaf, or if it's going to be, I'm probably going to have to go in and dry brush a little bit, or not dry brush, airbrush some of this. Okay, I like it better painted. It looks even more classy than it did unpainted. So keep looking in all the crevices. I know I missed some. This is probably going to need at least one more coat. Let's put that down. A little bit more. Yeah, a dark. Oh, I like that idea a lot. Let's try this dark blue. Actually, the purple is probably going to be better. Let me try adding a little bit of red to this primer and see what happens. Okay, so let's see, what have I got? I've got Mayhem Red, and I've got this dark navy blue. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's a Kickstarter. Oh, okay. A little bit of red. Red is very powerful, so you have to just start out with a little bit and then add, because if you add too much, it'll get really red fast. Oh, that's good. Can you guys even tell that's purple? It's so dark. Let me add a little bit more red. Okay. There we go. That's slightly less dark. See what happens. Oh, I like that. That's really cool. It still looks silhouetted too. Bless you.
Thank you.
Trying to get some primer down in there where there wasn't any. Okay, it's hard to see the purple, but I can see it. Can you see how it almost looks like it's darker? I like that. There. Yeah. Can you gift Rogues Ninja 5 more points for such a good idea?
Who?
Rogues, it's technically Rogues Ninja, but we're going to call him Rogues Ninja.
Oops.
Yeah, you got to spell rogue.
No, I got
Oh.
it. with a number on it.
Oh, okay. I spelled rogue wrong. I spelled it rouge.
Rouge Tremere.
Rouge Tremere, or rouge, like from WoW, or playing a rouge. Oh, a rogue Tremere. I get it now. Dirt. Yes. I'm being a little sloppy right now with it because partially I'm just wanting to get the idea if this is something I want to do. Like I said, I can airbrush a lot of this later if I want to change anything. This is giving me a good feel of where the piece is going to be going for sure though. And a couple extra coats of paint are not going to hurt it. I really like that purple. All right, let me flip it. You spelled it wrong on your own Skype. That's funny. Here we go. Okay. How much time do we have? We've got
Half an hour.
half hour. Good. Get all the little extras. That looks really, so there was purple in this gray that was on the moon, and so that's pulling that's making the moon look even more purple, which I really like. Okay. You can see how messy I work. Look at all the paint everywhere. Hopefully I'm not getting it on my model like an idiot. Okay. Or on the camera. I've done that. The other day I had to clean off the camera because it was so covered in paint. All right, that looks rich. That just completely changed that. It no longer feels like cheap wood anymore. What soundtrack do I like to play when I work? This one is what I play because I own the rights to it, and I don't have to worry about getting muted or anything on any of my platforms, which is awesome. I highly recommend buying copyrighted music because some other artists made it and they deserve to be paid. That's why I don't have song requests on my channel either, is because I don't believe in using. I have copyright karma back from when I was a watercolorist, and so I'm always worried somebody's gonna, like, I don't have to worry about it as much with miniatures, but you know, I was always worried somebody was gonna they've taken my art in the past and, you know, try to make money off of it or whatever, not paid for it, used it without credit. And so because of that, I'm extra sensitive to making sure artists get paid for their work and they get credit for their work. So this channel's music is by Custom Anthems. They're located in London, and I paid about $100 for my theme song, which you can listen to at the beginning of the, no, not $100, £100. £100 for my theme song, which is at the beginning of this stream, and £100 for a 20-minute loop. And then later I came back and I got a longer loop that I share with Flickster and Rainer 72. That is a hour loop that I paid £200 for. Let's do the sides real quick. So when I'm working on my own though, I probably listen to maybe some metal, some like new metal is what I really like. Not too hard, you can still hear the lyrics, maybe has a little rap in there. I like Linkin Park, and I like Tool a lot. All right, let's take a peek. I'm really happy with how this looks. I feel like I almost need to, what do you guys think about making this like a lacquer Or no? Is it going to be too shiny, too difficult to photograph? Thoughts? You listen to 80s synthwave. Cool. I like 80s synthwave a lot. It's been a while since I listened to it, but I like it. Yeah, it will be glued to the plinth. But I got both sides of it, so true. We can make the lacquer on one part of it anyway. I believe you have enough subs to use the. I know, but then YouTube still can. YouTube can demonetize me, and I upload all my stuff to YouTube because all my content is free. You know. I don't believe in the paywall. Lacquer would be perfect. The story for the story of the mini, possibly. I think we'll see. I don't know. It looks pretty dang good now that it's drying too. See how things go. Because I like how it's matching the craters in the moon already. Now, should I paint the moon or leave it dark? What do you think? It's not completely necessary since, you know, it's like the stage, you know. This is mostly just to keep it from being really boring. But should I go as far as to do, you have a lot of Ace Combat OST, Dark Side of the Moon? Okay. Yeah, that maybe I'll look up and see if there's any pictures of the Dark Side of the Moon. Okay. I love your advice, guys. You're so great. So look, this is already only the places where it's real thick. Has it not hardened yet? It's got a skin on it already. It's definitely sticking. It's gonna look good. I like how everything is spiky and crunchy. I feel like that looks nice. Yeah, rover. Oh, really? Is China just dropped a rover on the moon? I did not know that.
Actually, I think it was just a lander.
Oh, a lander? Okay.
Could be wrong.
Oh, I don't know. That's what somebody said. It's the back of the piece. I don't think you need it. Well, if I were to do this in a competition, though, the judges would have the judges would be able to say, "Oh, you didn't paint the back." So I'll leave it for now, but maybe it might get painted. Midori, is it Midori Panzer? Thank you so much for following. Welcome. Give Midori Panzer some mad love and some hype. There we go. All right, what's next? What can we do? We could probably stick some grass tufts in there, although I know a lot of judges don't like grass tufts. But I like grass tufts. Let me look and see, because I've heard that if you cut them and make them look more natural, they tend to not, I don't know. I still don't know if I'm even going to enter this. What I like and what judges like is always like a big difference, it seems like. Okay, here's some different grass tufts. Those are really bright green. Find another color. These are going to get painted for sure. And then I've got some ivy. This will be good. So if you live in Europe, this is basically mini nature chopped up and then sold to us for a higher price. Because this is, see, mini nature. Yeah, only you get way more in a box of mini nature for this, probably the same price. So just buy mini nature. Your model, your way. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I think I have a little motivation to work on painting. Good. here's some ivy. I'm thinking about, let's put the ivy around the base of the, I'm gonna stick it in here to hide the glop here. That looks fine. You did know that? Yeah. The US does that a lot with products. They'll buy stuff from Europe and overseas and then chop it up and repackage and rebrand it and charge more for it. It's like pure capitalism at work, right? Let's put some more over here. See, I'm hiding where the bark meets the resin stuff. The resin stuff. Technical term. Like that. Yes, exactly. Okay. Let's see. Put that one down there. I'm already feeling like when we spray this, we'll have to go in and paint each leaf and everything, but it'll have a feel to it. I've got some more doodads and stuff I can put on this. Let's see. How about we've got these little pieces of, I don't know what they are honestly, but some kind of thing I can try to work into the base possibly. And I've got this. These are just like little things that Matt sent me from Germany. It's probably illegal to send organic weeds and things, but it looks cool as heck. There we go. We were kind of creating different levels with the base. Oh no. I don't know about that one. Oh yeah, we can put that one down there. No, it doesn't look good. It looks fake. Just trying to see this little dude here. Trim that off, and then some of this is going to probably fall off by the time I get it anywhere if I bring it someplace. See, it's solidified now. Hard to, there we go. That looks good. Looks more natural now. There's another. See, that could look like a scale. Can you guys even see that? Telebadger. I love Telebadger. Thank you so much for subscribing.
17 months.
Holy cow. Wow, guys, we need hypes. We need hypes for Telebadger. That's a lot of months. Major hypes. Most of this is like falling off. Like he sent me this, but I know from experience that this is a very delicate, and if I put it on here, it will fall off. Well, I should try. Let's trim it and see. How are you? Let's put some of the paste on the end of it. Did I put it away already? I did. I'm going to use some of the black because I don't know where the red is. Woo! 17 months. That's amazing. where'd that little piece go? Did it fall on the floor? Oh, there it is. Got caught up in this. There we go. This is my glue. No, put that down in there. Hopefully, I can take this out if it screws up the composition too much with the circle back there. Let's see how it looks. Put this away. Okay, so now we need the witch again. Where'd she go? Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Let's do the moon. Where's the moon? Oh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at that. I love it. And then put the witch back here. So we have a background, middle ground, and foreground. So I want you guys to think about photography has the rule of thirds. Hold on, where's my pen?
Big Sharpie underneath all that stuff.
Yeah, here's my pen. So in photography, you have the rule of thirds. So you have a third, a third, a third, but then you also have a third and a third here. And then generally, when you're, looking at things, you want your focus to be in one of these quadrants up here, and but in 3D, you also have 3D thirds, right? You have a third, a third, and a third, a third, sorta. Mostly you want to think about foreground, midground, and background. And that's basically what I've created. You have the same box your mom gave it to you? Good. So that looks amazing so far. And I think with the witch being here, there we go. It's gonna look really spooky. And I love, even though this is not painted, I kind of like the oranges down here because it makes a nice color composition with the purple and the orange, and it's not like the bird is the complete focus anymore. That makes sense? Poopy? Mind blown? We learn things here. We like to teach. That is one thing I like to teach. Definitely. And somebody, like I said, everybody else, we have experts in all kinds of different fields. Somebody else here might be a sculpture. I'm not a sculpture expert by any means. I'm a 2D artist that wandered into 3D because I'm a nerd. Honestly. And so basing and stuff was a big challenge for me and still is. And I try to take basing classes from everybody at all levels because you can always learn stuff. Kind of like the oranges. So when I paint this, I'm going to keep that in mind, that it does kind of look good with the oranges there. I'm also noticing that I need to take this piece of stick tack off. There we go. Balance, exactly, maroon, yes. So I almost don't think it needs any grass tufts at this point. I don't really want to add them. I think it looks good. She's very well framed. I mean, we've got a frame around her, behind her. She's a complete, well, it's gonna be lower. There we go. Yeah. So let's I want you guys to help me for a second. Let's get real creative, okay? Let's make up a story about this witch. What is she doing? Why is she here? What is her you know, what is her background story? Like if she were your D&D character, why would she be here on this tree in the middle of these rocks with this moon? What's going on? Feel free to just throw things out. She is a Hecate. Oh, I love it. What is a Hecate? A Hecate. Maybe a Hecate? Is that how I say it?
It's iron, isn't it?
What? No, you're
Oh.
thinking a hematite.
Thinking of your mom.
No. There she is. There she is. A phoenix. Yeah, it's a phoenix bird. There's an incense. She's got an incense thing here. Hecate was a Greek titan of magic. Oh, cool. It's very rocky terrain. If you want to see that kind of environment, typical foliage, you have to look at the Canadian shield. Maroon, are you Canadian? Because I could have swore I heard a little bit of a Canadian accent last time I watched you.
Oh yeah, you betcha.
No, Mike. Hecate was the goddess of magic, witchcraft, the night, moon, ghosts, and necromancy. Oh, this is perfect for her. She was the only child of the Titans Perseus and Asteria, from whom she received her power over heaven, earth, and sea. I like that a lot. Now looks to the phoenix, rises from the lava and the rocks. That's why she's burning the incense. Ooh. Ooh, I like that too. She lost her love and is praying to the moon to be reunited. Ooh, I got chills. I like that too. Yes, I'm Canadian. Nice. She seems like she would be a super villain. Okay, Chewie. Well, who's she casting the spell on, and what she bringing this? She trying to capture the phoenix for her evilness? Because I noticed the phoenix is in a nest. Let me put her down for a second so you can get a good look at the model. Phoenix is in a nest on the tree, and she's definitely climbing up the tree with her incense. Hello, Palooka Paints. How are you? Yeah, we just finished making this base. I'll show you, Palooka. This is the model that's going on this base, and then there's this moon background that is going to frame it all. And we were talking about how in art, in 3D sculpture and stuff, you have the rule of thirds, which is the grid, right? And then in sculpture you have also a third, a third up, and a third 3D. So then we've got her foreground, midground, and background this way. So this still needs to be painted. We did some painting on this, and I kind of like that, how that looks. That's how the back looks. The back is the only thing I'm not jazzed about, but I'm willing to that's easy to postpone. So somebody give Palooka Paints a shout out. It looks like the bird is bringing her info on something she's looking for. I love it. Mod powers removed. No, Maroon's an awesome mod. Phoenix is a symbol of rebirth. Seems to symbolize rebirth. She's visiting the battlefield's graveyards, performing the rites of passing souls for the recent dead. Oh my God. I think I like it. So I don't know if it's too late to add a few little tombstones or not. Maybe it's too much. I love that idea though. It's looking savage. Love all of it. Yeah, Maharoon's one of my mods. I love it. Comment to get an egg for whatever ritual. Yeah, she reminds me of a priestess that was trying to raise the demon god in Conan. Yeah, that's true. She does kind of look like that. Look at the back. I did sort of the moon glistening off of her hair and off of her shawl here. We have all the VODs of painting her on YouTube. So if you want to go and watch those, it's a really fun one to watch. People really enjoyed it. All right. So that's why. So one of the things that Matt told me is that when you're basing, think of a story, get into that character. And that should be for anything you paint, you should put a little of yourself into it, and also, you know, flesh it out a little bit so that it's not just another, you know, Primaris Marine, right? That's exactly what Matt Sexwish said. I'm quoting him, sort of. Does Mike have a cold? Do you have a cold?
No.
He was choking on Mountain Dew. I want to get the face, Mike. He's hiding. That's okay. I think she still wants to capture the Phoenix. I think something is going on definitely with her and the Phoenix. I think that the Phoenix is a free bird. She's trying to free bird. She's trying to utilize the bird in some way or get an egg. I do agree with that. Maybe I should put an egg in there because it does seem like the nest is boring. But anyway, it is almost that time, guys. I want to thank you so much because we got so much done in 2 hours. I mean, she's been sitting in a box for quite a long time, and I know that a lot of people were wondering what I was doing with her. Well, I was procrastinating because I'm intimidated by basing, and you guys help me be less intimidated, because if I'm teaching, then I'm not thinking about how I'm intimidated. And then maybe you won't be intimidated. You'll just dive in and try stuff too. Because pretty much that's how I base. I just glue stuff to things and see what happens. What shirt? Kingdom Death.
Gorm.
This is the Gorm. Rawr, Kingdom Death. It's awesome. You need to Google the Gorm if you haven't seen it. It's awesome.
Anatomy.
Yeah, it has anatomy. Yep, exactly. That's exactly what you're seeing, Zombie. Zombie, we paint Kingdom Death on this channel quite a lot, and you know, we have a lot of fun. We do. I'm one of the admins for the By Lantern's Light Kingdom Death Facebook group, so you're free to join it. You have to fill out a little questionnaire when you join. Just say Shoshie sent me, and you'll get added. Okay. It does have intimidating anatomy, definitely. I'm gonna look for somebody awesome to host. We're gonna be back this same time. Well, we'll be back next Wednesday at the same time, but the next time I stream will be Friday from 2:30 to 4:30. And we're gonna find somebody. I want you guys all to cut and copy this. If you don't have my emotes, if you're not a subscriber, you can use this awesome Mad Love to copy and cut and copy cotton. Yeah. All right, here we go. Mad Love. Yeah, Jimmy, I'll be on again. And you can always watch the VODs or my YouTube channel, which also has all the show on it. If you want to catch me live, this Wednesdays from 7 to 9, Tuesdays or Mondays and Fridays from 2:30 to 4:30. You see an awesome streamer? You should host her. I can't host myself. Let's look for somebody, Maharoon. Who do we think would be good? Let's see. Ooh, Houndstooth is on. We haven't hosted him in a while. Let's host Houndstooth. He is a really good painter and a friend of the channel. Here we go. I hope that he's not. Yeah, I don't think he's in New York. So let me check to see how much longer Houndstooth is on, because I just realized he might be wrapping up. Although sometimes he goes later than me. Let's see if he has a schedule on his profile. So he's on Monday. Yeah, it just says, it doesn't say how long. So we're gonna go ahead and host him. Houndstooth Miniatures, great painter. Don't forget to spam him with emotes. When you get to the channel, you want to give him a nice, warm, welcoming raid. I'm going to do the Mad Love command again so that you guys can cut and copy. If you don't have my emotes, if you have my emotes, just spam those. There you go. All right, guys. I'll be back. on Friday, and hopefully I will get some priming done, and I'll either be working on the figure from Creature Caster, or I'll be working on this again. So I will see you guys. Bye bye.
And you're switched.